Codependents Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. Tradition 8. This tradition gives us an important guideline. Coda should remain forever non-professional. This means Coda meetings and service groups have no professional aspect. Thus, Coda members with professional credentials participate in meetings only as recovering members of our fellowship. We gather together as codependents for one purpose, to carry the message of recovery by sharing our experience, strength, and hope. This tradition also helps us to maintain our equality and humility, valuing each other as fellow members in spiritual recovery. As we do our service work for Coda, we may find it necessary to employ special workers for some of the fellowship's needs. These special workers fill positions that Coda volunteers may not be able to fill because of time constraints, feasibility, or special skill. Special workers may include administrative help, accountants, and lawyers. As members of the fellowship, we keep a personal recovery attitude rather than creating airs of superiority. The members of our fellowship who come forward to be of service do so in a non-professional way. Trusted servants are responsible to those they serve, an individual or community meeting or other Coda group, doing only those jobs asked of them by that group. Trusted servants do not create their responsibilities. We remember that trusted servants are codependents in recovery, and we do not look on them as professionals or leaders. We also remember that for Coda's purpose there is but one authority as defined in our second tradition, a loving higher power as expressed to our group conscience. If some of our trusted servants lead professional lives, they have an obligation to establish a boundary, keeping their service in the program separate from their profession. In Tradition 6, we learned the importance of not being diverted by money, property, and prestige. Remaining non-professional helps all of us with this tradition. It is often easy for codependents to be enamored of the prestige of a person's professional status. Being mindful of the servant position helps us remember our aim is a spiritual one, not a professional one. All of this protects our program so that members of our fellowship experience their own spiritual recovery. In our Coda workshops, conferences, and conventions, we must remember that what members have to offer is their experience, strength, and hope. In Coda, no one is paid to share, whether at meetings, as sponsors, or in any other 12-step activity. We do not offer advice or answers to other members. This non-professional approach creates safety for members. We take what we want and leave the rest. In our recovery from codependency, using the 12 steps and 12 traditions, we learn that we have our own answers within ourselves. Within this environment, each of us can experience the safety to work our own program at our own pace. Using Coda conference-endorsed literature supports our non-professional environment. Our program is based on Coda's 12 steps, 12 traditions, and other Coda literature written by members of our fellowship, sharing their experience, strength, and hope about recovery from codependency. Tradition 8 is an example of how our traditions protect us from ourselves. Coda is a program based on the 12 steps and 12 traditions. We let go of dependence on others and receive guidance from our higher power. This guidance supports the spiritual nature of our program and is how we remain forever non-professional.